So as I've promised before, I am going to be that mom. I'm not going to get off your back. Because for approximately 1,750 days, I had a child who endured abuse at the hands of their biological parent. If you can imagine it, they experienced it, they lived it, they survived it. They kept it a secret for many, many years because, you know, like most perpetrators do, they threaten violence to them, to the victim and to their loved ones. And they finally decided that they had had enough of the fear and the worry, and they wanted to come forward and tell their story and to also heal. So we drove 10 hours. 10. 5 hours there, 5 hours back. For them to sit through a 2-hour forensic interview with a detective from New Ulm, a social worker, an advocate, and all sorts of other people. Not to mention it was video recorded, which is what the DA is supposed to be reviewing, but it's taking forever. Anyway, after that, I also sent corroborating emails because I had gone through and, by golly, I'm sorry, I'm just one of those people who I don't delete shit. And I found stuff in my emails from said perpetrator, accused, whatever you want to call him at this point. Anyway, that corroborated a lot of things she said that I didn't realize until I had gone back digging for something else and found them. So I sent those off too. Now, where are we at? 168 days. 168 days of sitting here and waiting for a decision, a charging decision, any sort of fucking communication at all from the Brown County Prosecutor's Office. That's 168 days that a child who felt like they risked their lives, the lives of their family members, and basically their own sanity to come forward to not have an answer, to not even have so much as a, hey, I'm checking into this, or hey, I'm working on it, hey, I'm this far into it. Radio silence. New Ulm's great for that. Always has been, probably always will be until y'all clean house. Anyway, on top of that, I've called a minimum of 14 times. 14. Where I have talked to the lady who answers the phone, who knows me by voice now and just gets annoyed. I've talked to the crime victim advocate. I've asked to speak with the fucking attorney. The one who told me, by the way, that if I wanted to come and meet with him, I could. And I said, cool, just let me know when you're going to be there. Because again, I got to drive 5 hours. And I ain't driving 5 hours just to show up and not have you be there. I didn't get a response to that either because I guess he didn't think I would do that. I guess he forgot me from the first case where I did do that. On top of that, you want to know how many emails I've sent? 42. 42 emails to the Brown County, Minnesota Prosecutor's Office. 42. That's a lot of emails. Most of which get no responses. Or I get I'm out of the office today. I'll be back on Monday. And then you know what happens? Monday rolls around, I still don't get a damn answer. So we've gotten absolutely nowhere. Except I'm dealing with the ramifications of this child who feels very unheard and re-victimized by the system. It was bad enough to be victimized in the first place, but now the Brown County Prosecutor's Office is re-victimizing her again and again and again and again. And I don't want to hear it. And I don't want to do anything about it. So here I am, folks. I'm calling you out. Once again, we're talking about Brown County, Minnesota Prosecutor's Office. We are talking about Chuck Hanson. We are talking about Dan Kalk. We are talking about Paul Gunderson. We are talking about Jill Green. And I might butcher some of these names, but I really don't care. We're also talking about Melissa Boggy, Nicole Grothwall, and Crystal Wyman. All of you people which have the capabilities to type on your computers, to pick up a phone, and you don't do that. You all also have eyeballs, and I'm assuming an IQ high enough to read. So, again, where do we sit in this review process? He refused to be interviewed after lying to you about saying he needed to consult a lawyer and did not do that, which is why you got the case to begin with. So, again, you're reviewing a 2-hour interview of a child. And the abuse that was disclosed to you is quite extensive. And I'm just wondering, have you started to actually review it? Are we 5 minutes in, 10 minutes in, 20 minutes in, an hour and 45 minutes in? Are we confused about what the fucking statutes are? Are we confused about all sorts of things and you just don't know how to communicate? Did we forget how to communicate? Are we just too busy arresting grandmas stealing shit at Walmart? Because, oh my God, there was a lot of that on Cattle Call the other day, like I had previously mentioned. It seems you give a lot more credence and crap to the people stealing crap at Walmart for $500 or less than you do about people out there abusing children. Children. Destroying innocence before that child can even tell you how to spell innocence. Destroying innocence before that kid can even tell you what innocence is. Destroying the very soul of a child by the one person that they are born into this world that they should inherently trust and learn that they can't. And now here I am, the pissed off mama bear, coming at you. Because I'm sick and tired of this game, and I'm sick and tired of this song and dance, and I'm sick and tired of the fact that Brown County, Minnesota does nothing but constantly fuck up. You fucked up my domestic violence shit from day one. You done tried to fuck up my son's case from day one. And now you're trying to fuck up another case. God knows how many other cases you've messed up. I have heard the stories. And trust me when I say that I believe them. Y'all have your own in-house problems too to begin with. Which is why, that whole complaint was filed with the Minnesota police board officer thing. And the detective who's no longer there got into trouble. So please tell me, because let's see, the big question of the day is people ask, how can somebody abuse a child? I've got a better question for you. How can so many good people not do a goddamn thing about it? Answer that for me.